There's so much advice about how you should stand when you play a chip and a pitch shot, and it can get confusing. And quite simply, again, I think there can be some myths created that confuse the golfer and they don't know what to do. They try it, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and again, that leads to more confusion. What I love to do is to be able to help you based on the truth about how this body works. It doesn't matter whether you have restrictions, injuries, or whatever. The truth is we can still get the maximum out of your body. And so when it comes to chipping, rather than actually getting caught up in the idea that you should lean your weight on your front side, which is so often spoken about, that in truth is going to hinder how you use your body. You see, your feet, your legs, your ankles, your knees, your ribs, they're fascinating, and actually they all need to be a part of that chipping and pitching action. When you watch the best chippers and pitchers in the world, it is like an art. It's almost as if they're doing a mini dance. Everything is moving in that action. There's a beautiful rhythm to it. You see the feet, the knees, the ankles, the hips, all playing a very, very small part. It might be miniature inversion compared to the full swing, but they're all playing a part. They're not setting up in a way where they've got all their weight on one side and they're locking themselves down. Okay, you do not see that quite simply because it's not natural. And that's what we're all about here, is helping you learn to play a natural game of golf. So when you're playing a chip shot and a pitch shot, of course, I'm going to come back to one point in a moment, but when you're playing them, just learn to find that nice balanced position. Make sure you feel like you're on your feet nice and evenly. Right to left as well. Don't favor one side or the other. From there, go ahead and swing the club. And what I want you to do, as you swing the club head, allow your lower half to respond. Allow it to move with the club, and you'll start to find a rhythm where the club and your legs, your hips and your body are all beginning to work as one. They all do their own amount. The club might be swinging the most, the knees are doing very little, but it's important they all contribute. We don't want to get yourself set up in a position where you can't move. Now, I want to clear one thing up. It's not to say there's not value sometimes. You may be in a certain lie where you want to place your weight forward and do it in that way. But again, what we're all about here is helping you play a natural game of golf. And the way we're going to do that is learn to use this magnificent body you have much more effectively. So learn to find that balance nice and even between both feet. Go ahead, let the club head swing and start to let your body respond to it. Now for some of you, if you've been stuck on one side, that may feel a bit scary. It may feel like, wow, my legs are beginning to move more than I'd like them to move. But be prepared to work through some of these basics. These are basic things that are going to help you use your body in a much more effective way. Once you've done that, as I say, you'll start to get a nice rhythm. You'll start to notice you're striking the ground in exactly the same spot every time. Once you can do that, of course, go to the ball. Again, set yourself up nice and even. Just go ahead and swing the club. Let your body respond and you'll start to feel with real grace to that rhythm. It might even feel like you're dancing a little bit, but you'll really feel that and you'll start to appreciate your body beginning to get involved. You'll actually enjoy moving your body and your club together. And when you do that, your pitching is bound to improve.